Hey, this is another video on Slay the Princess, the Pristine cut. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm in front of the tower right now. Well, you see, I tried recording the finale, but I didn't get the new ending. In fact, it seems... I don't know anything about the new ending, but it seems like there isn't currently an easy way to get it. You can't just get the normal way. So, I'm just gonna... Hopefully this will be a shorter video, because I skipped some stuff. I'm gonna see the new revamped Fury. Anyways, tighten your grip.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
And we're only...
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand.
I thought I'd at least show, how you get it.
Oh, I understand what's going on.
You can either get through the tower
out of it.
or the Fury, or the adversary.
Kneel.
Basically, you have to do the opposite of what they want from you. No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I trust to deal with her.
That was your mistake.
You shouldn't have trusted
your
us.
first mistake.
There was nothing we could do to stop her then. And there's nothing we can do to stop her now. He's being melodramatic, but we've been here before, and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her?
Yeah, she's a god now.
Worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Remain silent.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen? You're less broken than I thought.
Yeah.
Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's no jet. Don't know what does your eye fall. You reach forward.
Yeah, we've already seen some of this dialogue.
You can feel a creak. The princess up.
To define, take that.
What? You don't. Oh, your hat.
Slay the princess.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Okay, we're making good time.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry.
And now the broke.
As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility.
Did you really just say that?
Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice.
I get that you're just stating facts as facts, but still.
Now,
your bias is shown more often than not.
Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
You're right. I don't have to listen.
It's what she wants. You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. The blade still flails towards
Losing
you,
control
managing
of your
to
own
slice
body.
bits of skin that plop to the
Being
floor to
forced to
join the
stab
growing
yourself
pile of blood and
over
gore
and
beneath
over
you.
and over again.
Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Slay the princess!
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
You continue to
I'll
approach
not
the
stop
princess,
until
even
I
as the
paint
repeated
this
gouges
place
of your
with-
blade expose bone
with
and muscle
the-
to the open air of the basement.
With the... What did you say?
You know, this would be
I
a
will
lot
paint this
easier
place with the
if you
bloody
gave us a hand.
impressions of your...
My influence only goes so far. I can only juggle so many things at once.
Screw it.
The best I can do right
I
now is
lost
to
it.
continue to drive you
I don't know where I was
forward.
going with that, but I
Believe me,
lost
this
it.
whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will. You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us.
Yes, she does.
She's just doing what she has to.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her
Giant
face
hand.
lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are
Does it?
different than you were before.
Am I now?
Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps.
No thanks.
Or a pet.
Definitely no on
That's
that
the
one.
meaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I
Yeah.
think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Slay the princess!
Yes, though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance.
Yeah, I'm badass.
She falls to the floor,
Wow,
crashing
that did way more
unceremoniously
damage
to
than
her
I
knees.
thought it did.
But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest.
Yes, my heart's full of
As you find your
determination.
target again and
And
again,
yours
she
full of
laughs,
steel.
crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we? You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason. It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness. Shut up.
I
Wait,
can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
I realize it is too late to try this, but... I'm sorry. It's just I do notice this weird little, like when the videos are rated, there's like this weird sort of echo effect. But I'm afraid that if my theory is wrong, then the whole video will just get messed up. So, and even though it's not like a big deal, it's just more of a minor inconvenience.
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks.
Oh,
numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
I can.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
Oh, I feel liberated, alright.
I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Speak for
Aside from the
yourself,
pain,
Broken.
I feel fine.
That's the spirit.
She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together. I suppose we were never going to get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something. I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Fury.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
Okay, while the Broken is crying. The Fury's in... Like, it's kind of like with the apotheosis, it's just... I think it's a really cool concept, but nothing happens. Like, she just crushes you and then that's it. But it seems like there's gonna be a bit more... You know...
I think he's upset.
And I wonder if there's like
What's he got to be upset about?
different
We just
outcomes
killed a
depending on
god.
which vessel you got this from.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was and ever will be.
That was the Stubborn, right? Yeah, the
I can't say I have
Stubborn.
much sympathy for you.
It's gonna
She
be
was bad
perfect
for
for
us, and
this.
you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. I've got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it? Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
You know, I'm not even gonna bother with any of this other stuff. Let's just go straight to the cabin.
It's good. We're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess
You
within,
want the princess dead,
as I'm
Stubborn
sure
just
you
wants to
already
fight,
know.
Broken wants to give up, and Hero is just
That's it.
along for the
No
ride.
final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
I'm gonna destroy her!
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
Oh, this time I won't
But that is how it was.
easily.
Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
This is gross. This was always so gross.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
Take the blade from the pedestal. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. But you must, because it's right there in front of you.
All we see is a damn mirror.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? The door? The mirror. What are you talking about? You're standing in front of the door. Whatever non-door thing you think you're looking at, it isn't real, because if it were real, I'd know about it.
Sure.
But it has to be real. It's right there. Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her. Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it.
Oh, the broken just smash
him on this one. Smash it. Let's get violent already.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Bloodthirsty.
The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Come on. Smash
it! You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
How much longer is this going to be? I mean, it's not big.
You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose.
God.
A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides.
And you'll see what I mean.
You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor and
now I'm going to be
violence,
as violent as possible.
The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers
no
of charred
tricks,
remains.
just straight up combat.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
More
her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was suffering the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart? Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat. See how you've soured my once divine melody.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you? You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good.
She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whoever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying, and we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on.
Yes, if I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. That's why you're here.
I don't care what you think, narrator.
That's why your task is so important.
I'm just here to fight.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are
Here we
painted in
go.
blood.
Again,
a deep,
look at how
sickening
gnarly
red that
this
drips
design
down in
is.
potted streams onto the charred corpses
And yet,
that make up its floor.
It's one that
This
just
place
quickly
reeks of
ended
torment,
before
of
anything
ripped
interesting
skin
could
and
happen.
burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin.
That is
Her
disgusting.
heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Do you know what I'm gonna do to
There's
you?
not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It drops to the ground.
This is
She
so
pulls
gross.
her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you. Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Screw
We're
that.
not
We can
doing
win. We've done it before,
Yeah.
we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
I'm going to end you.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart free of
Now,
fear.
this is the
You
part where it
charge
just
towards the
ends.
princess, your
But let's
eyes
see
locked
how it
on each other,
changes.
both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
With a horrifying squelch,
What?
you are unwound. No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that.
Wait, she's not.
She just
It's
did.
not done. It's not over
Unfortunate,
yet.
I know, but reality is reality.
Well, at least more's
just be
happening.
grateful she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her defilement, she is merciful.
We're not out for the count just yet.
You damn cheater! Give me my insides back.
But the words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as tissue vibrates out of place.
God, this is
Our
horrible.
metaphorical mouth.
You don't have the means to speak anymore, do you? How tragic. It is tragic, though, isn't it? I'm not satisfied dividing fear and indignation from your eyes alone. A quivering mound of flesh is no companion.
She snaps her fingers,
What the fuck?
and the basic form of a vocal system assembles before you.
She can control me.
Now, little bird, what was it you wanted to tell me?
I said, give me my insides back. Please.
Oh yes, because begging is going to help with this one.
It's better than the alternative. She's in
This
control
is so
here.
weird.
Without her mercy, there's nothing we can do.
I don't think she wants to give us mercy.
I didn't think I'd see you begging so quickly. How pathetic. In another life, I might have even thought it was adorable. But all it does now is fill me with contempt.
Just submit already. What is there left for us to do?
Seize control your broken body and lay waste to your foe.
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge towards the princess.
That's right. She'll never stop us.
Even as meat,
Still,
you
you
can't
defy
kill
your
me.
god. I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before. Never again.
You swing for her heart. What's left of you, explodes. So that's it. It's over. Just like that.
It
Of
can't
course
be.
it's over. It's been over since the very first moment we laid eyes on her.
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that single tone forever.
No! No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
Didn't you hear her? We're not dead.
What's the difference? From many perspectives, there isn't one. But functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive. You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room, yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in, incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment.
Oh, this is horrible.
More than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
Make another body? How are we supposed to lose this one?
I don't know. You're the one who makes things happen, so make it
You're the one
happen.
who makes things... I'm the one who makes things happen. She's going to get worse. She gets worse every time we get to a new cabin.
Who said anything about getting to a new cabin? No, we make something new here.
Ooh, I like the
It
sound of
won't
that.
matter if you do. She'll just pull us apart again.
And preferably, we make something without him.
Oh, sure. Shred this vessel for the next.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
Who said anything about dying? But you do die. There's a great release as you lose your grip on what's left of your flesh and blood. And yet, you are still here.
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the princess?
What the hell?
This place is different.
Haunted!
Wrong. Death all around us. I want to go back.
Is this gonna be like the Razor?
So you've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
The princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound. Again? Already?
Clearly I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
Die again. Again, you relinquish your body, and again, you find yourself here, somewhere else.
Your Honor, she's gorgeous. Absolutely
And
divine.
Fitness here too. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be like the Razor in the moment of clarity, where just
You
all the
guy who
voices are
describes
gonna
things.
be here.
You better start saying what we do this time.
And what are you doing?
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards the princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
you explode.
Again.
And again. You let yourself go, and you are living once more.
You're on a path. We are not on a fucking path. I have no idea where we are.
Cheated.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
Yes.
So you are. Okay, you dive towards the princess and we're unwound. Yes, her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with blinding hair.
No! Again!
We're just... Again! You have no body, you exist. You're reborn.
You're on a...
No time. You narrate now.
Yes, of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hands, you fly towards the princess before she can turn to face you. We might actually do it this time.
She has, like, pins in her.
Feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves laid bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance. Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body.
Cold
It just
as
needs to
you-
last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
It doesn't last. You are disintegrated. Everything goes dark.
What? There is no you to die.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
That feels right.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
This is kind of
Because
epic.
we always have been. If we're nothing, then how can we do anything?
Oh, and we have that weird icon again.
The same way we always have.
Oh, and
Being nothing has never stopped us.
oh, that's right. I deleted that video.
Now end this. End her.
Like in the last, like there are times where the hand icon will like change into whatever this is supposed to be.
You cannot win if you cannot be.
And this. Forced races towards the princess, his exposed heart. Threads of texture pulled from an all-encompassing nothing.
How? I scattered the atoms you clung to and there was nothing there to find. You can't exist.
Oh, but I can. The threads pierce her heart and cradle her spirit. Wow! I basically become like a symbiote or something.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
She sounds genuine. They always do in the end.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
Goodbye, Fury. Okay. So, I said Fury, not Siri. Anyways.
She's gone. And there's that. This.
Screw the mirror.
Ignore the coward.
Oh, we just switch voices. We don't get any new ones. That's... Anyways.
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There's passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Anyways, so that was like all the revamped routes and all the new routes. But there is one thing I can show you, and it won't take too long, since I don't think the route really changes.
You'll be the. Just ignore her.
I'm only taking the blade because I love this line.
You reach down and pick. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Steel can't lie to us. I just love that line. It's funny to me.
Decide.
Nothing.
Lungs. Liver. Are you serious? You flick. You slowly make, but eventually
Like,
proceed. That's it, of course. And it'll.
I don't think this route really changes, but the Moment of Clarity has a new design.
You reach down, you lean up deep in the bowels of the earth.
See, her
You see
mask has
something
more
staring.
cracks in
It's
it.
her. She's watching us.
You really...
With every word she speaks, the princess in the
Myself.
closer.
I was happy,
And look, she has more arms as
Closer.
well.
but for except I was be so awakening. I could not do something.
See, her mask is like completely... You can actually see the inside of her head, and now She went from having 3 arms to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 arms.
You extend your hand to hers.
Oh my god!
For all her
Mass
past
breaks.
cruelties, the moment feels gentle,
That's so
tender
cool.
even. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still...
And now she just doesn't have a mask.
I wonder what we're going to do next. I didn't...
And just out of curiosity, does she say something?
This one is a waiting mall, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Anyways, that's about, well, it's not every single new thing, but it's generally the more important new things. That is except for the new ending, which, once I figure it out, I will, make a video showcasing that new ending. So, yeah, this is the shortest video I've made on this game, so... And if I don't find the video, then, well... This has been an interesting experience. I really love the new additions. Like, Damsel's new route is probably easily my favorite out of all these. I mean... The Spectre will always be my favorite route, but I think Happily Ever After might actually beat the Thorn as my second favorite. And I'm really glad that this Spectre's alternate route, the Princess and the Dragon, it subverted your expectations in a good way. Well, at least my expectations. I don't know if anyone else saw it coming, though. There are quite a few things in this game that I didn't really see coming. That's the beauty of Slay the Princess, is you don't always see it coming. So, anyways, if I don't end up making that new ending video, then, well, to the people who watched these videos and found a way to tolerate my boring voice and my lackluster editing. Actually, this isn't edited. This is just completely raw. I did do some editing with some of the previous ones, just, cutting out certain things, in order to make them a bit shorter. But yeah, I'm not a professional, and I don't intend to make a habit of this. But I wanted to do it for this game since it's, it's very important to me, and... an idea I had is, maybe, once Scarlet Hollow gets updated, I'll make, a hardcore playthrough, but, but with commentary, unlike the no commentary videos I posted. Though, I doubt many people are gonna see this, but it's fine. I didn't do this for fame. I did it because I wanted to. That's all. And if there are people who somehow enjoyed these videos, then, well, I'm glad I was able to make someone's day and maybe even introduce new people to the series. Well, to Black Tabby. This, along with Scarlet Hollow, are some of my favorite games of all time. They are absolutely excellent, and I definitely recommend them. Well, I'm bad at doing outros, so goodbye, see you next time, maybe, we'll see.